Well, hi there, I'm Noah Bradley. This is Handmade House TV. And on this week's episode, I wanted to share with you the advantages of building your home at a slow pace. So stay tuned. Well, all right, thank you for tuning in here to Handmade House TV today. I really appreciate your support. Today, I want to share with you the advantages of building a home slowly, your dream home at a slow pace. There are a lot of advantages to it, and it's contrary to the current thinking with regard to most of the time the way homes are built today. And that is that homes are typically, the goal is to build them as fast as what they possibly can be, because from the homeowner's perspective, they want to, once they create the vision for their home, they want to get inside of it as quickly as possible. And then from the builder's perspective, they want to get it done as fast as quickly as possible, and that there is a potential for saving money by getting it done as quickly as possible, of coordinating time more efficiently by having multiple subcontractors on a job site at the same time, and of being able to undertake more projects because of the shorter duration of the length of the construction of the home. So there are these compounding factors that just need to get the home finished as quickly as possible. The downside of this is that you often don't end up with as nice of a home when you get done by moving fast and by not allowing yourself to contemplate the many decisions that you are faced with throughout the process of building a home. And also you lose out on opportunities that are presented by a slower pace as the job progresses. And this all came about, the idea for this video today, and that was I was contacted by one of the wonderful members of the Handmade House Guild, and they were feeling guilty. They were feeling like they were contemplating all the steps involved in the process of building a home, and they realized that because of the harsh winters of their particular location, that they felt that they would only be able to get it about halfway finished before they would be brought to a halt through the winter months and then renew it come spring, and whether or not that was okay to do that. And so I responded back to them and assuring them that that was just fine. Their goal should be the first year to make sure they get a good roof over top of the structure, and that it should be fine to last the winter time not being completed. The next best goal would be to finish the outside of the home entirely and then save all of the inside work, perhaps for winter or the coming year. And I listed out, that going slow allows you to make better decisions. You're working in a safer environment, and you just end up with a better project. And they relayed back to me their experience with they had bought their piece of land, and how they had, rather than taking the typical route, which I've seen many times not too long ago, where someone will buy a piece of land and then they'll bring in a dozer and clear the entire lot and then slop up something that looks good on a set of plans, but looks like it belongs in a subdivision, and ruins the entire environment of where they've constructed. And this particular individuals, they bought a wonderful piece of hilly, mountainous, rural land. And their first initial impression was, oh, what a wonderful hilltop this is, that we can build our house up on top, and we can get in the panoramic views, and wouldn't it be wonderful? But because they moved slowly in the process of building their home, and they spent a lot of time on their land and walking it and getting to know it and everything, they realized that by building on top, that they would be sacrificing some of the valuable level places on their property, which would be an excellent place to do gardening, for example. And whereas they also noticed that this top hill site was also extremely windy, that they would be buffeted by the weather in a harsh, negative way. And also they realize the perspective of what they're creating on the countryside, and that is that you should consider what other people have to view of your property. And that is that neighbors that are used to enjoying the beautiful hilltop would suddenly be looking at your home on top of it. You would be causing a detrimental effect to the countryside. And so by walking it, they also found a more secluded cove on their property where the wildlife was more abundant. The birds were more singing, that the squirrels were hopping around, and that the weather wasn't quite as harsh down in this particular area. And this area called for a home, an attractive home designed for that particular spot would be much better for them in the long run. So just in this initial process of discovering their land, of taking place, of moving a little bit slower than normal, they're going to end up with a much better home as a result of it. They'll enjoy the process a whole lot more. It'll be a whole lot less lot less stressful as they build. And also, as they move forward, likely with this delayed time in the construction of their home, they're going to find unique things. They're going to find on Craigslist, they're going to find some antique flooring, or maybe on eBay they'll find an old door, or maybe a neighbor will be tearing down a barn and they could use some of that wood for the flooring in their house. Consider, when you move forward in the construction of your home, to consider moving slowly in the process. Don't feel a stress that you need to move forward. The key to getting a home, to getting your dream home, is to move forward. But the key to getting the best one is to move forward with care and consideration. Slow yourself down a little bit and enjoy the process. If you can't be driving nails or working on the home right now, you can be working on other things, such as drawing plans and spending some time on the land, camping out there and getting to know it, and you'll end up with a whole lot better project. Anyway, I hope you found this of advantage. I look forward to sharing with you next week here on Handmade House TV, and I want to share a little bit of my background story about how I got to where I am today. Some of the great things I did, and some of the bonehead things I did. Anyway, I look forward to sharing with you that next week here on Handmade House TV. Until then, we'll see you guys. Take care. Bye now.